Something I was a little bit disappointed with, y'all, and not y'all on the stream, but on the Instagram account, we did, or shall I say Pitchfork, did a rating for Ken Carson and Travis Scott. They actually did Pink Tape and someone else, I want to say. There was like 4 ratings that I saw on Twitter. So let's go to my story real quick. But essentially, Travis Scott's Utopia was rated lower than Ken Carson's. Let's find out where it is. Ken Carson's was like a 7.3, I want to say, whereas Travis, or 7.8, whereas Travis Scott's was a 5.7. I think this is just blatant hating. I still think that, well, the thing about big publications such as Pitchfork is that it almost gets them more publicity if they are to give a big or a hot take. So of course, when they say Travis Scott is a 5.7 and Pitchfork, I mean, I don't even know what they really do. I think it's mainly I don't know, like a weird ass, just like a news, whatever they do, okay? So they're kind of trying to make Travis Scott look bad because of the Astro Fest situation. This is just my theory. So they're obviously gonna hate on everything Travis Scott does because that's what all the little girlies and people who actually read Pitchfork, who even actually reads news articles nowadays. It's all on social media. So anyway, Ken Carson, look, I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He did a great job on the album. You know, I thought it was cool. I wouldn't say it was like, objectively speaking, I'm sorry, but the Travis Scott album was just, I don't know, it just had like a whole bunch of different vibes on it, whereas Ken Carson's like, if you like the grunge music, I see how you would think it's better. So I'm just gonna put that there. But anyway, it's crazy to me, or I guess not, because I know my demographic, but actually you can't even see it here, but we'll just go over more of the ratings. So it looks like For All the Dogs, look, they're just blatantly hating on mainstream artists so that they can look cool. Like Uzi got a 5.7, Travis Scott got a 5.7, Drake got a 6.5, and then all of a sudden they're like 7.8 on Ken Carson. And I know that y'all are gonna love this because you like Ken Carson a lot, and so you'll push any sort of agenda. Not you, but again, just like let's say the Twitter space that likes the underground music. But come on, man, we gotta be objective here. The type of music that, like, Ken Carson is not competing with Drake or Travis Scott and their projects. I actually think A Great Chaos might be, actually I liked Pink Tape. I like some of the songs more than, I think that the peak of Pink Tape was better than the peak of A Great Chaos. Okay, but anyway, y'all are saying this is the truth. I'll give it to you. It's your own opinion and you're justified. However, I just wanted to see, I did a poll, and the poll said that Ken Carson, how does this happen? Ken Carson had 71% over Travis Scott 29%. Now I know I have a stronger like opium presence, let's say, on the page. However, Travis Scott is still just like a certified OG, potentially legend in the game, and it's this much of an upset? Is A Great Chaos really that much better than Utopia? Trav and Drake dropped the same music. I just don't get it, man. My problem with these kinds of takes are that I try, in my opinion, to be objective because everyone's biased. Of course, we like Ken Carson just more as a person than Travis Scott in general, just because like we like to follow the artist growing from the ground up. However, just when you step outside the box, when you go touch grass and you go outside and you talk to regular people, objectively speaking, like there's just more structured songs and just catchier things. Maybe not even catchy because, you know, hardcore, I'm going core, hardcore, I'm going core. Maybe Ken Carson did that, but I'm sorry, but some of those songs just aren't on Travis Scott's level. There's just a totally different just comparison here. I'm not even coping. I don't really give a shit. I think it's just funny that publications will do anything to make the hot take, because everyone makes hot takes. However, when it's so forced like this, where they take the mainstream artists and they push them down so that, because think about it, if an artist has a big fan base and hate or negativity is the strongest like emotion to incite in an audience, and these artists have a big fan base, what's the easiest way to get them to read your thing or click on whatever you're doing or give your brand attention? You give them a lower rating. And then what happens? All these people go to this site and start hating on it, whatever, but the engagement starts booming, and then it makes it blow up even more. And then once again, just to supplement that, you take the underground artists and then you put them above the mainstream artists. Not only now do you look like I'm cool, I'm hip with the kids type thing, but now these mainstream artist fans are gonna start hating and be like, oh, this shit's rigged, blah 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 blah. It's gonna make the whole publication get more views. It's all money, bro. I see it. I'm in the media, maybe not to the same size, but I understand the game. Is Utopia still in my rotation? Be honest. The SZA song with Future, yes, but I'm not. And Fiend, yes, very much so. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to Utopia all too much. It did grow out of my taste a little bit, just because a lot of the songs were maybe not too memorable. But I'm not really listening to too many songs on A Great Chaos. I like The Green Room. I like Rockstar Lifestyle. I like Singapore or Paranoid, whatever the one where Destroy Lonely has like I think it's Singapore, where he says, little boy, his little baby, little boy. But other than that, and it's been way less time. So like for Ken Carson's album, then Utopia to fall out of the rotation. So I'm just saying, and again, it's not even about my opinion at that point. It's about the objectiveness, and ratings in themselves are biased, but this is just to make people angry. That's all I'm saying. And they're trying to get views. And I just think it's a little bit forced. It's like an old head, like the Pitchfork. How old is that organization? They come in and they're like, oh, I'm cool with the kids, 7.8. And it's like, off what merit? We need like an NBA 2K player breakdown of all the stats of like awareness, speed, dribbling, agility, 3-point shooting, post moves, whatever. Like, give me the whole breakdown why Pitchfork actually thinks it's like really good or better than Utopia, and why Utopia was so bad. AGC is not falling on the rotation. I just feel like a lot of people are lost in the sauce. Again, I'm not hating. I just think that a lot of kids like the super up-tempo, grungy, mosh pit music, and I understand y'all control the narratives. However, it's like you're just pushing a button. It's like grunge beat. It doesn't matter what he fucking says on it. It doesn't matter if he's on beat or anything. Y'all are just like, oh, this is the craziest shit ever. Yes, put it on. It doesn't fall on my rotation. And it's like, that shit ain't even sound like a song. I'm 30 years old, you don't get it? Okay, sure, that's fine with me. I don't want to get it. And I like some of the songs. However, it just don't make sense, bro. At the same time that I need to understand the younger person's opinion, I think that the kids also need to understand the older people's opinion. Like, it needs to come in the middle a little bit. And like, so that's why I push back a lot when, I push back on both sides. When somebody hates on Drake, I'm like, yo, Drake's a GOAT, he's fire. What are you talking about? People say like, Ken Carson is trash. I'm like, no, he's got some bangers. But y'all like go full swing into Ken Carson is better than Drake. Don't get him on a collab. You're like, dude, y'all are just gatekeeping your own artist from becoming successful. Bro, I'm not 40. I want to hear some energetic shit. Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is, even when I was 16, I liked emotional music too. Like Nothing Was the Same, Drake, Take Care, Drake. So what happened to the kids? Is everybody just off crack the entire time? Does everybody just like only want to listen to super hyped up shit? Because I wasn't like that as a kid. It's not my perspective though, because Drake, all my friends were listening to that shit too. I've never been able to just listen to only hyped up shit my entire life. So it's your friends. No, dude. Look at the fucking numbers. Who was popular back then? Let's see. Like again, you're just so it's your friends. You're just completely invalidating someone else's opinion, or not even opinion, straight facts, just because you were fucking like 8 years old back then. And so you don't understand. I understand y'all's opinions. I'm just saying you need to come back to earth a little bit and be like, you know what? Maybe like if you put Cardi and Ken here, there's already people saying that A Great Chaos is better than A Whole Lot of Red. Okay? And I know a lot of y'all agree with this. And I'm like, how do y'all get these opinions? It doesn't make sense. I'm not invalidating your opinion. I'm just saying everybody wasn't like that. Well, no shit, not every single person was like that. However, a lot of people were. Views by Drake in 2016 literally sold over 1 million copies. And that had a lot of chill songs on there. Yeah, a lot of hype songs on there. I'm just saying there's no even comparing like these, like the fact that Pitchfork is rating Ken Carson's album over Drake just doesn't make sense. It's fucking Drake. And I understand that legends can fall, but like, come on. And sales don't equal good. Okay, yeah. But then here's the thing. When then your artist sells more than somebody else, you're gonna start shitting on the other person or their artist that they like. And like you just switch what your metric is of your favoritism. That's all it is. But regardless, I'm gonna leave that there because there's no arguing with noobs. Basically, I'm sorry.